Contrary to what many people believe, life is not working against you. The world you live in, the universe itself, is designed to support your growth, your dreams, and your desire for abundance. You weren't placed here to struggle endlessly or to settle for less. You're here to expand, to create, and to thrive. There is a powerful intelligence flowing through everything, guiding creation, fueling expansion, and pushing life forward. This same energy is available to you, and it responds to your thoughts, your beliefs, and your actions. When you think in alignment with this universal current, when your intention is to create, not to compete, you move with the tide instead of against it. You are not a mistake. Your dreams are not random. They are signals calling you into alignment with a higher order of living. And when you begin to operate in harmony with that deeper order, everything begins to respond. Life supports those who are moving forward with clarity, confidence, and purpose. It opens doors, it connects dots, it brings resources, opportunities, and the right people. Not because you're lucky, but because you've learned to think and act in a way that aligns with how the universe truly works. This is the starting point, understanding that abundance is not earned through struggle, it's received through alignment. Wealth doesn't come from chance, luck, or even talent, it comes from alignment with universal law. Just as the law of gravity works every time, the laws that govern abundance are exact and reliable. If you understand them and follow them, the results are inevitable. Many people struggle financially not because they're lazy or unworthy, but because they're unaware of how these laws operate. They take random actions, hope for the best, and then get discouraged when nothing changes. But those who learn to think and act in a certain way begin to see results with increasing speed and consistency. Obedience to these principles is not about restriction, it's about precision. When you move in harmony with the natural flow of creation, everything accelerates. Your thoughts become clearer, your actions become more effective. Your outcomes become more aligned with your desires. This is not magic, it's not mystery, it's cause and effect. When you plant the right seeds in fertile soil and nourish them with care, growth is automatic. So don't ask, will this work for me? Ask instead, am I working with the law or ignoring it? Because results don't lie, and the law never fails. Faith is more than belief, it's a decision to trust in what you cannot yet see, to move forward without needing constant reassurance from the outside world. It's the engine that turns your ideas into substance and your desires into results. Prosperous people understand this deeply. They act with certainty not because they have proof, but because they've chosen to live as if the outcome is already unfolding. This kind of inner conviction creates movement. It unlocks doors, attracts support, and keeps momentum alive when others would quit. Without faith, creative thought weakens, doubt creeps in, focus wavers. But when faith is strong, even small actions become powerful. Each step taken with belief multiplies the energy behind it. You're no longer just hoping, you're creating from a deeper place of knowing. And here's what's beautiful. Faith doesn't need to be perfect. It only needs to be practiced, day by day, choice by choice. Strengthening your belief in yourself, your vision, and the laws that govern success. When you trust the process begins to trust you. And life responds not to hesitation, but to certainty. Faith is the invisible bridge between thought and manifestation. Cross it daily and watch what unfolds. True wealth isn't built through occasional effort, it's created through daily discipline. Doing things in a certain way once or twice isn't enough. It's the steady repetition of right thinking and intentional action that compounds into lasting results. Consistency is the signal you send to the universe that you're serious. It's what transforms scattered energy into focused momentum. Every time you think creatively, act purposefully, and hold your vision with unwavering attention, you're reinforcing your alignment with the law of increase. You don't have to move at lightning speed. You don't have to have everything figured out. But you do have to show up every single day with the mindset of someone who is already living in the frequency of abundance. This is how creative power builds, not in bursts, but in rhythm. Small steps, taken repeatedly with faith and focus, become unstoppable. They shape your habits, your self-image, and your environment. Inconsistency breeds confusion, but consistency sharpens your inner clarity and strengthens your results. Wealth responds to structure, prosperity rewards the persistent. So choose repetition over randomness. Let your daily patterns reflect your vision. Because the life you want isn't built by chance, it's built by consistency. It may seem compassionate to focus on poverty in hopes of solving it, but constant attention to lack only reinforces it. What you speak about, you give energy to. And when you dwell on struggle, even with good intentions, you end up magnifying the very conditions you want to eliminate. Prosperous people understand that the solution to poverty isn't found by analyzing the problem, it's found by expanding the vision of what's possible. Talking endlessly about hardship keeps your thoughts and the thoughts of others locked in limitation. Instead of describing what's wrong, focus on what can be created. Speak about opportunity, growth, empowerment, and transformation. Shine a light on what's working, not what's broken. This isn't ignorance, it's wisdom, because what you give your mental and emotional energy to expands. When you train your mind to look for abundance, you activate the creative forces that multiply it not just for you, but for those around you. If you truly want to help others rise, be a demonstration of what's possible. Live in the energy of prosperity. Think richly, speak life. And let your example become the inspiration that shifts others out of lack and into expansion. Wealth doesn't just appear, it responds to the environment you create for it. Your habits, thoughts, and surroundings are either nurturing abundance or quietly pushing it away. If your mental space is cluttered with doubt, fear, or confusion, you block the very energy you need to attract success. Prosperous people don't leave their results to chance. They design conditions that support expansion. They build routines that protect their focus. They eliminate distractions that pull them off course. And they invest their time where it yields the greatest return on their mindset, their vision, and meaningful action. Creating wealth is like preparing fertile ground. You can't plant seeds on concrete and expect a harvest. You must clear space, nourish the soil, and protect what you plant. That means surrounding yourself with inspiration, speaking words that align with growth, and taking actions that reflect belief, not fear. If your environment internally and externally isn't designed to multiply wealth, it's likely draining it. Every choice you make either builds a foundation for prosperity or erodes it. So take inventory, shift what needs to be shifted, and begin setting up your life, your mind, and your habits to support the wealth that's trying to find its way to you. Gratitude is more than just a positive feeling, it's a creative force. When you act from a place of gratitude, you send a powerful message to the universe. I trust what's coming, and I honor what's already here. That vibration attracts more of what aligns with your vision. People who live in wealth consciousness don't wait for things to improve before feeling thankful. They express appreciation before the evidence arrives. They know that gratitude is what keeps their energy in sync with abundance. And when that energy fuels your actions, your results accelerate. Grateful action has a different quality. It's not forced, it's not anxious, it flows. It's focused, yet calm, driven by belief, not desperation. When you take steps from this space, you're not chasing outcomes, you're attracting them. Every move you make with a grateful heart becomes a magnet for increase. Every task, no matter how small, becomes a seed planted in rich soil. And over time, those seeds yield more than you imagined. So before you act, give thanks. While you act, stay thankful. After you act, celebrate what's coming. Because the more you appreciate, the more you accelerate. One of the most subtle yet powerful blocks to wealth is the habit of criticizing others, especially those who have achieved success. Every time you judge, blame, or condemn someone else's prosperity, you distance yourself from your own. You can't attract what you resent, and you can't rise while tearing others down. Criticism may feel justified in the moment, but it aligns your energy with lack, competition, and bitterness. That vibration repels abundance. Prosperous people don't waste time analyzing how others made their money. They don't dwell in envy or judgment. Instead, they focus on their own path. They respect success, even if they don't fully understand how it was achieved, because they know that honoring wealth wherever it appears keeps them aligned with receiving it. This doesn't mean agreeing with unethical behavior or pretending wrong is right. It means shifting your attention away from judgment and toward creation. You can't build while you're criticizing. You can't rise while you're resenting. If you want more, bless what others have. Celebrate their success. Let it remind you that it's possible for you too. Choose elevation over condemnation. Because every time you honor abundance, you open the door for more of it to enter your life. You can't uplift others by staying small. The best way to help those in lack isn't by joining them in it, it's by rising out of it and becoming a living example of what's possible. When you build wealth with integrity, you become a source of inspiration, opportunity, and empowerment for others. Being rich allows you to give more, serve more, and create solutions that make a real difference. You're no longer limited by your own survival, you're equipped to contribute meaningfully. Some believe it's noble to stay modest so others don't feel left behind. But holding yourself back helps no one. True generosity comes from overflow, not sacrifice. So don't feel guilty for wanting more. Use that desire as a force for good. Lift yourself first and then extend your hand. Because the higher you rise, the more people you're able to reach. Your desire for wealth isn't selfish, it's sacred. When you create riches through aligned thought and inspired action, you're not just benefiting yourself. You're activating your highest potential, and that becomes a gift to the world. The money you earn with purpose becomes fuel for your mission. It funds ideas, it supports causes, it opens doors for others. And it proves to those watching that abundance is not reserved for a chosen few, it's available to anyone who aligns with universal law. You weren't meant to play small or hide your light. You are meant to become a clear channel through which prosperity flows into your life and out into the lives of others. When you embrace your role as a creator, you shift from survival to significance. You stop asking, "What can I get?" and start asking, "What can I give now that I'm full?" That's the power of wealth created in the right way. It ripples outward, it multiplies good. It becomes a legacy not just of money, but of meaning. So don't hesitate to rise, own your vision. Step fully into your potential, because your abundance is more than a reward, it's your responsibility. And the world is waiting for it. My dears, I am really grateful that you came this far. I ask you, leave your like, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. See you soon.